Take the infrared thermometer out of the bag, push the button, aim it where you want to take the temperature, read the temperature in the window, move it to another location, aim it at something else, read the temperature in the window, should be in Celsius degrees. When you're finished, put the thermometer back in the bag. The light meter or lux meter is in a container. Take it out. You have two pieces. You have the light collecting part, and then you have the part that has the readings on it. All right, so in order for this to work, you definitely need to turn it on. All right, so you turn on the on switch right there, on and off. Note, this does not automatically turn off, so you will have to turn it off when you're through with it, otherwise the battery will run down. Now, when you're working outside, you'll notice the number right here in the window is rather low. So that number is actually, say, 3 times 100, so we would have 300 lux. All right, if you move the switch here, all right, we're going to get, say, 19. In this case, it would be 19 times 10, so it'll be 19 or 20 times 10, so it'll be 190 or 200. Or you can move it down to what the actual reading is and work with that. Now, as I put my hand over the light collector, you'll notice that it changes a lot. All right, so the first thing again that you have to do, you have to turn it on. Then this is where you make your adjustments, and note very carefully, is it times 1, times 10, or times 100? And the students can make that decision. They just need to know what their actual number is going to be. Is it the number in the window? Is that number times 10? Or is it that number times 100? Probably they want to work with either the times 1 or times 10, all right, to get their most accurate reading or to actually see some changes in their light. All right, so work with those two ends of it. I would say probably when you pick the meter up, it should be over here in the times 1 column. And again, when you are finished and they've taken their readings in the sun and then the shade, then be sure to turn it off. Right? If you need to redo the battery, to add a new battery, it's here on the back. And there are batteries in the supply. So we want to check relative humidity, and we're going to use the hygro thermometer to do that. So hygro, water, and thermometer, temperature, because those are the two things, the amount of water in the air and the temperature will determine relative humidity. So, and you notice it says wait for it. On the back is the on-off switch. So push the on switch, you'll hear it beep, and again, wait for it, and you will have the reading. All right, as you take this and move it closer to a plant or over in the shade or something like that, there may be a difference in the reading, and it will automatically detect that. If not, you can always turn it off, turn it back on again, and wait for it, and then the readings in the window will give you percent humidity, all right, percent of water vapor in the air, as well as the Celsius temperature. So this is also a double check on the students who are taking the air temperature readings, because you have another instrument that will check air temperature. When you are finished, it does not automatically turn off. So you will need to turn off the switch in the back. If you need extra batteries, you find that yours is not working at all, there are extra batteries in the supply box over near the red trail. All right, again, this is relative humidity, the hygro thermometer. Okay, wind speed, anemometer and compass. Anemometer, to get started, take off the top, and this is the teacher unscrewing the top carefully. Students, turn on the anemometer, press the button. All right, you're going to be using the top numbers, the bottom numbers, and the middle number tell you on this anemometer other wind speeds that have been recorded. But the top row right here, miles per hour, is the number that you want to watch for. So as the vanes spin, you're going to get the speed of the wind, again in miles per hour. As you move around, the vanes turn, and it's a very sensitive instrument. You'll get 0.6, you'll get 1.2, you'll get I don't know, 20.3 if the wind is really blowing. So again, it's very sensitive. It's a pretty expensive piece of equipment also. Move around, take however many readings you feel like you need to take, record them, miles per hour. When you're finished, turn off the anemometer. It will not turn off automatically. So hold it down until you see the screen go blank. Teacher, be sure to put the top back on to protect the vanes. Set it in the bag, and let's deal with the compass. So the compass is going to give you wind direction. Very simple piece of equipment, but it does have a few little features that you need to know about. This part of the compass goes against your body, all right? So it's against your chest. This part of the compass, when you look down through it, you will see your feet, or at least the tips of your shoes or something like that. So this tells you the direction that you're facing. If you're moving, it would also be your direction of travel, but that's the direction that you're facing, all right? And you want to face into the wind when you're doing this. So the wind, if there's wind, it's hitting you in the face. Adjust this dial, this bezel. All right, so to adjust that, you're going to turn it until you see that the red end of the magnetic needle is right above what we would call the little shed roof, or something that looks like a little house roof. That's why we say red in the shed. So turn that so that the red magnetic needle is right above the little shape of the house roof. That helps you orient your compass, and that tells you when you look at the numbers and the letters on the dial that if the wind is hitting me in the face in this direction that I'm facing, the wind is coming from the west. There's a W on here. It also gives me degrees. Remember, we're dealing with a circle, so it's so many degrees up to 360. So I'm looking at the wind is coming from the west. We check the wind speed with our anemometer. We've got everything we need.